channel, this is Broyar, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play series for Frostpunk 2. This game came out about a week ago at the time that I'm recording this, but I'm just now finally being able to get down and sit down and record some episodes for it. So if you've already seen a bunch of it, then, well, don't spoil it for me, because I'm actually going into this completely blind. I haven't seen anything about this. Literally, I've not watched anybody playing it, nothing. I usually watch like guys like Quill18 and something like that play it, and I think he did do a little bit of a play of this, but I have not watched any of his stuff, so I'm completely blind on this, and which does mean I'm probably going to make some mistakes. That's okay. That's the whole point. The way I usually play games like this, especially survival games, I'm going to play it like the decisions I would if I was in that situation as best as possible, which may not be the most optimal decisions, but it's the decisions that I feel more comfortable with, because that's just the way I like to play these types of games. So if it's not optimal, if you think, oh, okay, you're not playing it right, I'm doing it on purpose, I guess. And so we're going to go ahead and play through this. Again, completely blind, just playing based on my gut feeling of the right choices along the way. Welcome to Frostpunk 2. Frostpunk 2 is a challenging game in which planning ahead is crucial and failure is a natural part of the experience. We are going to fail, so there you go. If you're a veteran of the original Frostpunk or enjoy challenge, you may try to luck with officer or higher difficulty level. Otherwise, we suggest you start at citizen and take one step at a time. Remember, it's not about how many times we fall, it's about how many times we get up. Thank you, whatever Batman's dad's name was. What was his name? What's his name? I don't remember. Anyway, that's funny. So yeah, I think we do play on whatever citizen they said, because I have played Frostpunk 1, but I would not call myself a veteran of Frostpunk 1. So they came upon the old machine as they always do, and when the whiteout hits, they must survive. So we'll play on citizen here. There's officer. It's just literally just, yeah, I was gonna say just blows everything up completely. I mean, I guess you could change these sliders a little bit and play, you know what, hey, I want the difficulty to be at officer, but everything else to be, you know, citizen or something like that. Excuse me, a little bit of hiccup. We'll try it on citizen. If it's too easy, then we can always change things in the future. In 1887, the world froze to death. Civilization crumbled. The failing British Empire built generators to support cities of evacuees. Cities that would become the last on Earth. Whether huddled by a generator or out in the open frostland, those who survived were shaped by the ordeal. 30 years later, all became very different people. You can customize the game's difficulty only when starting a new game. Survivor mode. Survive against all odds. There's no active pause and your progress will be saved on exit. I'm not going to turn survivor mode on, but again, an option for us to look at in the future. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I don't know how many times I'll play through this game. At least once, right? I'm just going to play through it the first time. If I really, really like it, we'll jump it again, but we'll see.
Can you hear us? Captain!
Do you hear us?
A generation ago, we fled the crumbling British Empire as the world froze around us. I held New London together. United, we survived 30 years of whiteouts. But the world around us is dead. Empty.
Right for taking. The city grows.
Festus.
Merely surviving is not enough. We have to expand. After all, it's us who survived the end of the world.
Yes. Now what?
The Wanderers, prologue. We've been roaming the frozen desert for years. Many of us do not remember a world before the Great Frost. Now another whiteout is coming, and again we've reached the old machine. Again we will rely on its furnace to provide heat through the storm. In the past, we always made sure there were enough supplies for the next whiteout. But our numbers have grown through the years. Providing for everyone is getting harder and harder. We must survive. Fight the cold. The old dreadnought remains in pieces under layers of snow, but scattered wagons still have resources inside. First, we must break ice to reach one of the oil wagons and construct an extraction district to use it. Then we can turn on the dreadnought's furnace to heat us. We will restart the furnace. Alright, so make sure, is my face in a good spot? For now. Actually, I might move it over here. Like there's less stuff over there at the moment. Although I may change it back as soon as we get into the game. So we got 3,000 population, 1950 workforce, 65% of the population, okay. Some scraps, we got some prefabs. There's our heat at the moment. Shelter, 10 available, looks like we need 30 more. Food is scarce. There's all the different temperature things that are coming up. So frost break to an oil wagon and construct an extraction district. Is that telling us to click something down here? Frost breaking. Teams of workers with heavy equipment breaking ice and preparing ground so the camp can be expanded. Do I need to click this or do something with this? So we got oil wagon, fertile soil, fertile soil. What is that? Maintenance wagon, fertile soil, maintenance wagon. So we got the oil wagon right there. There's actually a couple oil wagons. Maybe one down there. Not sure if I understand what I'm supposed to be doing. It looked like it should be frost break area. Oh, okay. I actually have to like click on one of these things. That makes a little more sense. So I'm assuming that will undo the oil wagon. And then, is that all we need to do for right now? Or do I need to unpause and let that actually happen? I'm assuming I need to unpause and let the frost breaking actually happen. Or have it not actually logged it in. Let's see if it's doing anything. Do I have to do all 8? Okay, I guess I do have to do all 8. That's a little strange, but alright. Unless there was a checkbox along the way that I missed. Which is always possible. Just restore the base of your economy, blah blah blah. This is all pretty normal. Oh, I guess I could have, looks like I could have hit the checkbox sooner, maybe. Okay. Well, we'll go ahead and go with what we did. Left Alt Economy Overlay. Ah, how nice. Alright, frost breaking is done. We should be able to do an extraction district now. Like we can put one here. So it does actually kind of expand out to 3 sections here. I mean, they had a triangle in the tutorial like section, but maybe this is good enough. We'll find out. Whiteout's arriving in 84 weeks. Assuming I could speed up the game a little bit. Oh yeah, right there. There we go. Alright, that gets us oil. As the thick black liquid oozes through the pipes, our people rejoice. The carcass of this old machine is a testament to the hardships that made us. More importantly, it's our haven in the storm. It has allowed us to weather many whiteouts. We'll do so again. We have oil, we can turn on the furnace. Select the Dreadnought Wreck to access furnace control. Once turned on, the Dreadnought's furnace will automatically convert oil into heat. So, Dreadnought Wreck. Turn it on. Oil becomes heat. Always overdrive it, but we don't need to do that right now. Furnace is on. We have enough oil to cover current needs, but the cold will still affect our people until they have proper shelter. Housing will best protect us from the cold if built in close proximity to other housing, or the furnace itself. However, we'll need prefabricated parts for construction. We brought some with us. The rest we need to extract from the wagon wreckages. Okay. So, we got a construction wagon here. Gets us prefabs. Can we... Presumably we have to break down to that one. Build 2 housing districts. Frost break to a construction wagon. Build an extraction district to provide prefabs. Okay, so back to the frost break. Here's a construction wagon. So we'll do this, this, and this. And then we should be able to hit the checkbox. Or did I misunderstand what that does? I guess not. I thought there was a way to hit the checkbox and call this good enough. Oh, we might just frost break some more around where we're at. And then build 2 housing districts. I wonder if we can go ahead and build those now. Looks like we could build a couple of them nearby. I don't want to build 6. I just want to build 2. I don't know how to tell it that's enough. Was that something I missed in here? No, it does tell you how many you have to click. So you do have to click 6. Okay, never mind. So we do have to click them all. Build all those. I wonder if that counts as more than 2. Place the housing district next to each other or the furnace to reduce heat. Okay, we already did that. Good for us. Assuming we have a limited amount of oil in here. It's 60,000. Okay. That's a lot of oil. I mean, I'm sure we'll use it up quickly, but for now it's a lot. Looks like our frost breaking is done. So we can build an extraction on top of this. Oh wow, we're at a much higher level. These buildings are a lot... The people are a lot smaller. Like you can... Wait, are those people? No, those are, that must be some of the soot. I thought those were people. But even then, though, the... No, those are people. Yeah, the housing districts are a lot smaller than they were in the last game. This is a much higher level. 2 registered as sick. Oh, I gotta build a whole nother one. Okay, I get it. I get it. So we need another housing district, presumably over here. Or not. Not enough tiles to finish district. We can't put them down here, apparently. I'm a little confused. Why can't I... Do I just not have enough supplies? Needs prefab stuff, which we have 470. How much do we need for a housing district? 140 plus 60 scraps. Presumably we have enough? Hmm. I can definitely build it over here, but I can't build it up there for some reason. Oh, I bet I have to frost break a little bit up here. Let me... Frost break a little bit up there as well. I bet that's what I have to do. I want to put the other housing on this side if I can. Let's see if that is all we needed to do. Okay, yeah, that's working. Alright, I think that looks good. Definitely different level, right? Different kind of dynamic that we got here. We're a much more, I guess, macro level as opposed to the micro level we were before in Frostpunk 1. It might get a little bit more micromanagey as we get a little bit further into it, but right now it feels very much high level. Normally we would have planned out all these different districts specifically around, you know, the furnace in Frostpunk 1, but now we're just kind of just laying out a section of them, so it's a little different. Not saying it's bad, just different. We do have this thing built down here now. Deadly cold. Due to the cold, some of our people have frozen to death. 30 froze to death. Okay, that's not good. But we are building the thing. Hopefully that covers everybody. Gain access to food. We have established some heat and shelter for our people. We must now turn our attention to the incoming whiteout. First, we must frost break to the small patches of fertile soil suitable for growing food. Then we must store it in an easily accessible depots. We must move quickly so no one starves. Okay. So food was... Actually, we have some fertile soil way down there. That's not convenient. We have some over there. Like, do we have a way to get down here? Presumably we can frost break our way kind of along this way. I kind of want to get that one anyway. That'll kind of give us a path from our housing area. Presumably. So it's changing how full this is. Or maybe how much it's being used right now. We could slow this down a little bit and have a little bit longer usage of it, but... Or is this just the temperature? No, it seems like it's... I don't know. I think that's just affecting how much it's actually running it. Alright, build a food district on the fertile soil. So we got this oil wagon we can punch out to at some point. We have no food available, so we're definitely going to be starting losing some people here soon because of starvation. So for sure is probably what the game intends for you to do. You're supposed to, like, have people die to prove to you how bad it is. We secured our immediate survival. Now we have to stockpile as much food as we can before the whiteout forces us to take shelter. To do that, we need to produce more food than our current demand. Alright. We're not stockpiling food. So we need a stockpile. Food stockpile hub, okay. Only takes up one spot. I guess we're going to keep this down here, maybe. Near food stockpile hub, minus 10% work requirement. Okay. That seems like a good idea. Some resources like materials, food, or different types of fuel can be stockpiled. When a city runs a surplus of resources, meaning output is bigger than the demand, the surplus goes into a stockpile. The stockpile will slowly fill up. That makes sense. So we'll be able to see positive and negative how the stockpile is doing. Expand storage capacity by building stockpile hubs. Yeah, that makes sense. Besides increasing stockpile capacity, stockpile hubs provide positive area effects when built in proximity to districts that produces or requires the same resources as the hub stockpiles. All right. Okay. That all looks good. Get this thing built quickly, and hopefully that'll start getting us some food. Well, currently we're losing 8 per, but that may just be because we're not stockpiling. We're still not stockpiling, so we actually still don't have enough. I guess we need more. We need to go to another food area. Is up here. Finnan Kel 42 Gardner, pouring sand in his hands. We might not be able to fill food stockpiles without exceptional measures. Consider asking the Wanderers to tighten belts or instill emergency shifts in food districts. Okay. So how do we do that? So tighten belts. The Wanderers will ration their food to save more for the whiteout, intentionally going hungry so there's more for later. I mean, it seems like a good idea. At least for now. Although I don't see any reason why we shouldn't just keep going for this thing over here as well. So we're now officially stockpiling. Not very much, though. $1,427 weeks. That's not quick enough. Alright, looks like we finished that. Optional order emergency shifts. Ah, that's that one. Alright, we'll do some emergency shifts as well. We'll just get that rolling, just because, you know, why not? And that gets us a little bit more. That gets us down to 380 weeks. Still not quickly enough. So we'll go ahead and do us another food district over here, I guess. All right. Now we're ready 93 weeks. We could do emergency shifts over here as well. It's down to 78 weeks. Not very quick, is it? We're still not going to quite get there. What if we did another... Let's talk about a hub. Just lowers the workforce requirement, I guess. Honestly, if we'd stretched this food stuff a little bit differently, we could have covered more than one thing with this. I can see how making some adjustments to what we're doing could help things. For now, I'm just going to stick it up here. But I could definitely see how moving some things around to pocket this in where it will cover everything could be very beneficial. Oh, what we got over here? Into the black, burying the dead. We mourn those who have recently passed. As is our custom, we take them to the oil pits. We gently lower their bodies into the thick blackness, the fuel that keeps us warm in life, likewise preserves us in death. Death also erodes trust in our leaders. Without trust, there is no future. Resource deposit near depleted. We're definitely not going to get 40,000. Oh, you know what? Maybe we're supposed to go towards another one. There's another one down here. Against the element's squalor. Each day the wind grows fiercer. Relentlessly it beats against our buildings, weakening our structures gust by gust. Without raw materials to repair the damage, our districts will deteriorate. The more we build, the more materials we will need. This is the world we know. Yeah, we'll gather more materials. Build an extraction district on a maintenance wagon. This maintenance wagon right there. Okay, so... we can frost break over there as well. Let's finish this frost breaking and then we'll scooch our way over that way. Alright, and then let's put a food district here. But I'm also going to start frost breaking our way to this. Another a seamstress. Some people are ready to sacrifice themselves to lower the food required. Oh wow, that's intense. I'm hoping we won't need to do that though once we get this thing built. All right, now we need an extraction district over here. No access to resource deposits. I guess we'll demolish this building and all of its district and all of its buildings. I don't see any reason why we would keep that around unless I'm misunderstanding something. Colder season, heat demand is increased. Great. Oh, we're right at 44 weeks. I'm going to go ahead and have you guys emergency shift as well, just to guarantee that we get this done. Mysterious symbol, the captain's legacy. One of our frost-breaking crew uncovered a frozen remains of a man in a tattered uniform. His shoulder patch reads New London Scouts, 3rd Platoon, and he bears an obscure insignia. Some of our elders claim it belongs to a military organization, while others argue it is a religious significance. Maybe you've heard of this New London before and can settle their debate. This will create a continuity in which New London has embraced order to survive. This will create continuity in which New London embraces faith to survive. Good question. Good choice. I mean, I think I went faith when I went the first Frostpunk, which is kind of what this is symbolizing, right? So I'm going to go with faith again. Just kind of play off of that original Frostpunk run that I did. I want to put another one of the buildings down. 80 prefabs, 50 scraps. I don't have a lot of prefabs, so maybe I need to hold off. We already have enough stockpile capacity for everything, so maybe it's not as big of a deal. Correct. We are now gathering enough materials to maintain our districts. Time to focus on stockpiling food for the whiteout. Relations improving, causing trust to rise. And we're still doing the food. 38 weeks at a current rate. So far, so good. All right, we're going to go ahead and put a cut in there. When we come back, we'll continue this run here. So far, no opinion. I mean, it's kind of going. I need to check this in a minute. But it's a different play so far than what I was expecting. I'm not sure if I'm enjoying it more than Frostpunk 1 yet or not, but I think as we get further into it, I think I will start to enjoy it. We'll find out. But I do appreciate you guys watching. Please, if you do like these types of videos and want to see more of them, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you know when these videos and more like them go live. Please consider commenting below. I try to read all the comments and reply to as many as I can. And also, I do have channel memberships turned on if you want to support the channel in that way. And that's probably about the only time you're going to hear me do the YouTube spiel, but I figured the first episode's a good time to do it. So I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.